Welcome back to Fantasy Breakouts. I am Eric. That's Pat. We're going to get you 100% ready.
Pack.
Blue screen, Pat. Hey,
Uh,
it doesn't look cluttered. You look like you're in a studio. But yeah, make sure to drop off any questions. Drop off any questions you have in the comments, and we'll get to them right away. Pat, good morning. How are you doing? You're a little bit of belly aching right now, looking at lineups and trades.
You know, it's a fancy lifestyle. No big deal.
If it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be fun, right?
You need a challenge. You know, that's a competitive nature spirit. Yes, some of it is luck and all this, but still, there's some shit, some stuff you can control. Yeah, man. So let's get right into it. So, I guess let's go through every game. Start, sit, advice, and stuff like that as usual. And then, as always, you got any specific questions, go ahead and ask us, and we'll address that accordingly. So obviously Thursday night game, Bengals Jags. That's a pretty good game. You know, I figured it to be a good game, but I saw that you started the Bengals defense in a couple leagues, Eric. Are you? Did you do that to kind of play the line? Because you were playing against them and you played them, so.
Yeah, I was really in a weird position, which I had to face Chase, and then I was starting. Well, I had to face Chase, starting the Bengals defense, and I don't know. I didn't mind the outcome. Bengals defense just played a good, pretty decent real life game versus a fantasy game, but it was super low scoring at home. Favorites Thursday night. Sometimes more sloppy football, so I was like, that was an okay option. That league, everybody holds 3 defenses. I'm just kidding, but they hold like at least on average like 1.7 defenses. So my options aren't. But I think a decent amount of people started the Bengals. I mean, yeah, like they were saying on the broadcast, they looked a little tired. Maybe on the front line, front defensive line, and James Robinson looked really good on that defense. But Trevor Lawrence, I think he's showing some good signs too. On top of that,
I think it's Urban Meyer finally came down to earth. Now he's out there getting lap dances, or lap danced. But I think what happened, they finally realized that he woke up like, oh yeah, James Robinson was probably the best, our best option today. You like that everybody's doing it? I think that was, if you guys haven't seen that, not living.
But yeah, this one, the Ted thing.
Yeah. She got that bread. She ain't going nowhere. But yeah, man, you finally just woke up. DJ Shark's out for the year. That's a major blow to some people. I was telling somebody the other day, like, oh, I'm going to drop Laviska Shenault because he gets 10 targets and 2 yards. Tired of it. And it's going to be his breakout game.
Yeah, we were saying that his depth of target is like maybe a yard or 2 in front of the line of scrimmage sometimes, but now he's got to be featured more. So, and then he hasn't really been too much in the running game, doing anything creative either. So I think that'll get another step up too. So he's got to be number 1 or so on the waiver pickups just immediately after that.
I thought that would be one of his biggest things because of. Especially with Carlos Hyde being a healthy scratch. I'm like, I'm looking at that. I'm like, Chenault's going to have 7 carries, 7 catches. He's going to go crazy tonight. But we'll see. I think, James Robinson, man. And those plays, he had a good game. That line was okay, but it was not good. He had a couple step back. You know what I'm saying? So he did his thing, though, man. Maybe say, okay, let's stop doing this. Carlos, I know you went to school with me 35 years ago, but times have changed.
Mm-hmm. He's got to see it in practice.
Right now.
He's got to see it everywhere.
So, all right, let's move on.
Yeah, that game actually wasn't very good. Like a good watch back. I had to zoom through it live, and I don't know. Yeah, okay, here we go. Titans, Jets. It's going to be a little sprinkly. In case you didn't know that, it's going to be raining a little bit. So you have You have A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, both out. And then you have Derrick Henry against a decently soft run defense today. So I just think we're going to get 30 to 35 plus carries of him. I wouldn't try to get cute trying to start. What's his name? I just had it written down. Sean Reynolds.
No.
I wouldn't try to get cute starting him. That Nick Westbrook. Just
stop it.
We have better options. That's the problem. That's the problem with them, man. They're so thin after the A.J. Brown and Julio. That's why they got Julio. You know, would they spend a third or second round pick on Julio?
Yeah, it is weird. But at the same time, I don't know. They might have been able to play. I'm thinking like they could have played, but look,
that's true.
It's like
yeah.
So, Derrick Henry day, nobody else day. I could see Corey Davis having a solid, great. Well, I'd say he probably has a solid homecoming game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else. That's pretty much.
I hate how they don't look
all.
At the team.
I'm trying to see if they're gonna, because with Coleman out, I believe. I'm trying to see if they're really gonna unleash the rookie. We'll see. They're still doing this back and forth cat and mouse game. So, Crowder is active today, I believe. And we know how this goes. He's out for a month, and all of a sudden he's getting 12 targets a game. I don't care if they're underneath routes, and then he's, 50 yards with a touchdown with 12 targets. That's there's worse. So, So the next game.
Yeah, I'm afraid of those ads playing in our ear if I go to ESPN.
We can just talk about like this. I'm cool with that. Bears, Giants, or Lions. I'm playing the Bears defense in the league. I think Jared Goff is coming back to being Jared Goff. I think the Ravens had a bad offensive line week last week. But overall, I'm looking to see if Matt Nagy wants to keep his job. Stop. Just stop. Justin Fields should have a better game today. Allen Robinson should have a better game. David Montgomery should have a better game today. I can see this almost being, 27-14 Chicago Bears. That's what I think today. With DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams sprinkling at the end. You know how they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this might be like a field goal fest for
Could be.
For at least the Lions end. I don't really have a lot for this game. I just think, man, they have a good running, system at least. I mean, they're early.
They're on the right track.
Yeah, for the Detroit is.
They just need a quarterback.
Yeah,
but they spent their whole boatload. But I think the Rams are still paying. They did right. He did right, no matter what. I think the Rams are still paying something on that. So.
I just want to look up how good the Bears are so far against running backs. They're pretty mid-level. They're 18th right now.
That's why I said so. I think that, and the Bears defense did look good last week or 2 weeks ago. They're looking pretty all right, but we'll see, man. I think the Giants just had pep talk last week, and when they're 0-3, man, that takes a lot of wind out your sail. The Bears should be better than that, but they generated 18 yards of offense last week, or was it 38 maybe? Be nice.
I was looking at Swift if he was maybe going to be missing this game. Actually, he's got a groin problem.
He's had a groin problem for 7 straight weeks.
It's a weird way to phrase that.
It is what it is. He'll be all right.
I think he's going to be in there because that was making Williams more startable because you have them both, right?
Oh yeah. I think they're both like that's what their thing is going to be. Even if they're down or whatnot, like Hockenson, a defense is sad back on them compared to getting on the safety valves of the running backs. You know what I'm saying? Because odds are that's a big mismatch for that running back compared to, you know what I'm saying? So I think that that's going to be their thing the whole year.
Yeah. So Fields, what do you think? Do you think he has maybe an average game, puts up 15 points,
yes.
and then maybe he gets in the starting conversation? After that,
I don't. Going back and look at that film, it was like football fan, fantasy fan, whatever fan you want to be, how do you do that to your rookie quarterback? Like they called the same play three straight times one drive.
What the hell?
I'm very confused. Like a junior high pee wee football coach wouldn't do that. Is he trying to sabotage this man? I don't get him out of there. I'm tired of him. He went from being like the guru first 6 games to now it's like, who are you? He probably doesn't go outside in Chicago. They asked him the other day, like, oh, what do you think about the Bears moving to Arlington Heights and yada yada yada? You know, in his mind, he's like, I'm not even gonna be here to see that. I don't know why I'm gonna comment. It's pretty silly, you know.
Yeah, that's more of an off-season question for him if he makes it that far.
Permanent off-season. Next, so let's go Colts Dolphins. I hope Jonathan Taylor doesn't go off because I'm playing him. But I do think this is the run defense. Miami has not been good at all. So this could be definitely Jonathan Taylor, Naheem Hines day. I can definitely see man, I just don't. Their passing game is so wishy-washy to me. I'm good on that, you know. The Dolphins, I don't know what happened to them. Remember last year? They still got that streak for takeaways, but they're still ew. You know, like. Is there any player you're starting for the Dolphins there?
Today, I mean, I think Gesicki's pretty interesting if you're really struggling at a receiver. You know, like kind of killed it. I'm actually starting Jalen Waddle.
But Waddle, that's who I was thinking about.
He's got a lot of targets.
Gesicki's still up and down to me. But Waddle, he's a part of the offense. Period. He's gonna get his 7 to 9. I feel like, and it is what it is. Like I feel like there's worse options. You know, opportunity is king. But yeah. Other than that, man, I think it's gonna be a dry game to me. Is it raining today, Eric?
Yeah, I was just looking at that. It doesn't look bad. It's not windy, but it's it's gonna be some light rain. So if one of the ones I was thinking about tonight was if you want to go Evans and Godwin, if it's going to be raining a little bit in Florida, you know, maybe some of those longer throws that Brady's, you know, maybe not the strongest at it as of right now anyway, aren't going to be quite as, you know, higher percentage, I guess, with Mike Evans. So that's something I'm thinking about, but pretty mild weather again. Actually, I think I just had this set as private, so now we're public, and we got a viewer. That's what I was tinkering with. I had the video as private. Hey, we're talking about secret stuff. If you want to, you can rewind and catch the beginning of this if you want. Oh, boy.
Everybody's like, these guys.
Yeah, we started on time today. But drop your questions. We just talked about... Oh, God.
The recap, really. All right.
Yeah, we just talked about Thursday mostly. And if you have a question about the Bears field situation, let us know. Okay, so then we have Browns-Vikings. So I'm in a little bit of a situation because I handcuff Madison everywhere possible, have Cook. I'm looking at 3 running backs hurt in the one league. So I have Kyle Juszczyk, he's on my radar. Madison with Cook back, or...
Is Cook back?
Cook's back. As long as he doesn't, you know...
Is he back?
I want to see the video. This is what you have to do, all right? If you have Cook, 11:47 Central, whatever it is, 13 minutes before the game starts, put on the Vikings pregame or just, like, keep refreshing Twitter because I can see that guy, twisting his ankle in his pregame and then just he's out. So, and then we don't find out until 12:04 and we can't switch it. So everybody that has Cook, like, get your ass on, hit refresh. Yeah, because that's nerve-wracking. But I don't know. So that's the thing. Like with Juszczyk, Kittle's back, right? We don't know how much they're going to use him. He's banged up along with a lot of our other tight ends here.
I believe in him still.
But would you rather, if you're in my shoes, start Madison versus Cleveland, a pretty tough run defense? They're in a losing game script. Or roll the dice on Juszczyk. I think above those two, I'd go Sermon. because that's another situation that people might be in. Oh, yeah, here we go, right on cue. But anyway, answer my question, and we'll get right to Whitaker. Thanks for the question, Whitaker.
I think I'm not a Sermon guy, and I don't care what Sermon says. He did not look good.
Hang on, I got something for you on that, then.
Listen. Look, all right, listen. That's why I said
this isn't a San Francisco website, all right? This is NBC.
Okay.
Trey, it took him a while to get up, but with these injuries, and I thought he ran the ball a lot better versus Green Bay. This is Kyle Shanahan talking. He had a better week this week in practice than he did last week, and I expect him to keep getting better with the opportunities given.
That sounds like the guy at the podium the other day. That sounded like.
You think Shanahan's that's just the coach speak right there?
Yeah, that's saying, please, you're the only one there. Huge check. You ready?
Yeah. It's like he's got to get a touchdown for you, use check, to be usable, though.
Yeah.
This weird situation
you
they
gotta
built.
Go with, oh, man. You don't have anything else besides Sermon? Or Madison using RB2, you saying? I
have 3 running backs hurt on our 12-team league, dude. It is rough.
12-team is deep. You know what, man? Roll the dice. Go a huge check. Who cares? Like I don't think
you don't like Madison against a good defense like that. The Browns, they might be down the whole game.
Yeah,
plus Cook.
I think they're gonna be passing. Between Jefferson and Thielen, I think that's what's gonna happen because they're gonna get down and it takes the ball off their hands.
Okay, Whitaker. Yeah, I'm split on that, so I don't mind you saying that. Okay, non-PPR. Interesting. Cordell Patterson, Chase Edmonds, Smith, or Trey Sermon.
Just
needs one, it sounds like, right, Whitaker? If you don't, let us know.
They're going against Washington. Who's Arizona playing? The Rams. I don't like that. Devonta Smith. They're playing Chiefs. They gotta be throwing, and Chiefs defense looks like candy. Trace
and they don't want to run. The Eagles. I don't know why.
That's crazy because today I think they might have to do that, even though they don't want to. Miles Sanders looks fine. They don't want to, but I think today they're going to have to because they're going to have to keep the ball out of Pat Mahomes' hands. I think that's what they need to do. That's what every team should do in order to, especially with their defense looking like that. They can literally remember how the first week when Aaron Rodgers did not have the ball. Like that's what a team should do to them right now, literally, because you don't want him with the ball. I don't care how many interceptions he had. You do not want that man with the ball.
Right.
I'm gonna go with Smith.
I think it's close for me, but I go Smith and then Sermon. I'll go Smith. I'm gonna go Smith, man. I think they want to have him bust out, actually show that they can draft adequately on that team. Show them the cup, Pat.
Oh, the cups. I think they definitely can show out with that, man, because Smith is solid.
There it is. Brand new cup. Exclusive. I'm getting a face chat or Snapchat call.
Somebody's trying to call us.
People don't know the rules here. Well, thanks for the question. Yeah, I'll go, Devontae Smith, number 1 receiver. I think, the Chiefs have their hands full. They probably can't get Richard Sermon up to speed. Is that your phone or my phone?
It was my phone. They're stalkers.
Yeah, so we get all these texts and everything, or Snapchat calls instead of what we should be getting here. It's a shame.
All right, so and look for Odell in that game too. I told you last week that boy looks good, man. With him out, I think that Odell's looking good, man. I'm excited, man. So.
Oh, and the Browns, yeah.
Yeah. Next game, Washington at Falcons.
Let me say one thing quick. I think it's too much back and forth to be going Conklin or it's just, I think it's too much back and forth between them and receivers to be starting Conklin. If you can't start somebody else,
I'm good on that.
Okay, quick question, John. Thanks for the question, man. Nelson Aguilar or Will Fuller? Will Fuller had the questionable, but he's gonna play, right?
I don't know, man. The Bucks, they signed Richard Sherman, or he's playing, yada yada yada, but still, we don't know what that looks like. And the Bucks, obviously, they need to address that. They had more injuries too, so I think I'm gonna lean Aguilar. Sunday Night Football, get a piece of that, man.
Me too. Me too. I like that. Really like that. Not a lot of time between Brissett and Will Fuller. Will Fuller's, like we said, it might be a Waddle game. Short, easy
and
passes.
And he kind of got hurt a little bit. Like I don't know, man. He's still dealing with some kind of scenes nobody's seeing. So
I wouldn't drop him. Don't drop him yet.
No. Don't drop him, but you got to get up to speed. Any more questions or?
No, that's all right now. Thanks for the question, John. Yeah, let's go. I want to see Aguilar show something right now. Okay, Washington Falcons, two of the most underperforming offenses. Pat was just talking about earlier.
I'm saying the Falcons are more underperforming than Washington because the Falcons situation has not changed besides Julio departure, obviously. But, John, I'm going to address that.
John.
Remember how, first of all, it's his first game back. Second of all, I don't know if they liked it. Like, he wasn't a part of the game plan when he was healthy, So I think personally, they messed with everybody else before N'Keal Harry. He might get a few targets, but I think Aguilar is still going to be like that Bucks backfield D-back system or situation is not good. So I can see any of them really getting the ball, but man,
they're not rushing the passer either like they did last year. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about. If anything, maybe Kendrick Bourne might steal a goal line catch or something.
They're going to be before Kendrick Bourne to me.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of money they spend on these guys. It's like I would bring if I was on any other team, I'd bring up their contracts. When I negotiate. If I was a receiver.
Exactly right.
Okay, so with this one,
Washington defense better show up.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta. Don't worry about the weather. I think the East Coast is getting some rain today. I feel good about our main people in this. We just got asked about Cordero.
That's
a flex option for you.
Part eventually.
You think so?
I would say completely flex option. Yeah, it's gonna. It's gonna fall apart eventually. One day, Arthur Smith is gonna wake up and say, "Wait, do I have Calvin Ridley? Maybe I should give him 12 targets. Wait, did we draft a tight end at number 4 overall? Why is this not like? I don't understand. Like, they are bad right now. It's so pathetic. Like, give your playmakers the ball. You guys are playing from behind. Come on. So I think outside that, we have the football team. Their defense needs to show up. Obviously, you're starting Terry McLaurin. Logan Thomas, good play. Antonio Gibson. McKissick, that might be a sleeper in that situation. This might be Mike Smith or Mike, the fullback for the Falcons, his best game so far today. But it really depends on Washington's football team, really that line, and if that defense decides to get off the bus or stay at the crib, because we haven't seen it yet. Next game, Saints Washington. What's the next game?
Got the dogs barking. Got me all flustered.
No, I got you.
Bills Texans. So it's 17-point spread on this thing. It's maybe the craziest spread of all time, that I've seen. Because I think the Patriots, back in that really good defensive year, they used to get sometimes 15 points on some teams, but this is nuts.
I think the Texans have been better than we have projected, though, easily.
Yeah. I think it's the home field too. I mean, it's
it should be, but some things are too good to be true sometimes. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that everybody in Texas you cannot start, obviously besides Mr. Cooks. Solid 2-3 option. Texas or the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, like that entire. We already talked about Sanders. Didn't have another good game, I think. But I think the running backs are really going to have a stop. Both of them, I think they're going to have a touchdown a piece or at least like a 10-point day. So,
yeah, I think that's a safe bet this week. Not a lot of times where you can start Singletary and Moss. Shifty, what's up, man? Pat, we want to drop your gamer tag, your Xbox.
No,
No,
not ready.
not a public thing. Okay, is Dalvin going to do something today? Yeah, Shifty, I was talking about this back when I had this video as unlisted for a little bit. We're going to get on. We're going to get on the game, try to get on Fox or whatever it's going to be on. We're going to check if Dalvin tweaks anything in warm-ups because we're not going to know. If that happens, we're going to get no notice. So anyway, yeah, be ready. Be ready to like refresh Twitter and be ready to go. Make sure he's in the game. If he's in the game, man, I think he's a safe 15-point bet.
You have to play him.
Yeah, you got to play him. That's trash. He says that's trash. Yeah, I don't want to be watching to make sure somebody doesn't get hurt. You know, doing what is it called? Karaoke or whatever. Warm-ups, but yeah, it's possible.
Denver will be without 7 starting players today versus Baltimore due to injury.
Denver will?
Guards. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I should probably.
Including both starting guards. I think Baltimore's defense will be good. Don't want my Xbox. Oh, man.
You guys don't need a couple more, huh?
Nah, not today. Not today.
Okay. We had a quick question. John's back. Man, I am gonna throw my dog. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Never would hurt my dog.
Not kidding. I see him. He threw it out the window. I'm gonna go and say because Melvin Gordon's dealing. I'm just waiting for that game where they give Javonte Williams just the keys.
I think this is it, man. I think we're there.
He fumbled the ball, but the man just looks like a C.J. Anderson 2.0 to me. I'll be honest with you. I think Zach Moss in that situation, man. They're splitting carries, but they're still getting touches. So I think I'm going to go with Zach Moss. Melvin Gordon is going to play today.
Zach Moss too, yeah. Yeah, he's playing,
like
but
rib and ankle or something. So.
Mm-hmm. Zach Moss, I think, is more likely to get the garbage time too. Like
exactly, they'll
big
be up,
big boy carries. All right, thanks for the questions. Yeah, exactly, Shifty. That's exactly what you should do. Especially if the game's at noon. But if it was a later 3:00 game, always put that iffy person in your flex because you want to be able to throw a receiver or whatever the heck you have in there. Gosh, yeah, people make that mistake, or they start somebody in their flex for the Thursday night games. Don't ever do that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Izzy. Good morning, Izzy. Congratulations on the concert.
You know, Izzy,
you got to meet his idol.
Yeah, I'm happy you're happy. Wouldn't be me, couldn't be me, but I'm happy you're happy. That's all that matters, bud. I'm so glad that you're still you. You know, Israel.
Yeah.
A lot of people won't admit that you're still you. You know, people probably like he come out the closet like what's going on.
Are you gonna say which concert did he go to, Pat?
He went to Enrique Iglesias, and he gave him a fist bump.
You gave him a fist bump.
Yep. So
dreams come true.
There it is. This man went away on stars and clouds. So, I think Ayuk is back, man. I'm going Ayuk.
You're going Ayuk.
I think Ayuk's back. I just don't with the Brady game. I don't know I don't know.
I think he's gonna have three touchdown passes that game.
This is homecoming, yeah. I mean, I just don't know if that's gonna go to Mike Evans, Godwin. Maybe I'm biased because I'm
going Brown. What are we betting on this, Pat?
A bag of Skittles.
How about if I'm right, you got to get this trophy from the Midwest, Arizona, and I don't have to worry about it.
Just take it to my grandma's.
If you're right, I'll send it in the mail. Is that good?
Bro, that's a lot of money.
Uh-oh. Shifty's being judgmental over here.
Respectively.
But AB trophy delivery bet, and you're taking Ayuk. Okay, we're gonna remember that. Oh my God! I sure so ready read some of this. There's only certain individuals that we look up to in our lives can make you feel like Aladdin when he got his kiss from Princess Jasmine and he floated down the flying carpet. Oh, God.
You are you. You are you. That's for sure. What a guy. What a guy. What an honest guy. You know?
Okay. Whoever loses the bet between AB and Ayuk wears a Packer shirt.
Ooh.
I have some small. I know we both hate the Packers. He knows this, but I have a small women's shirt that I know my wife has. That I don't know. Do you can do that? You agree? Shifty bet. Shifty add on.
I gotta get a Packers shirt though. I gotta get a Packers shirt. So
I don't know. There's a lot of bandwagon Packers fans all over the place. Do you ever see like a Packers shirt for sale anywhere?
Nah, I'm
or
sure
you probably see like Cubs stuff.
Oh, it's Cubs. I mean, yeah, because they have spring training. There's a lot of Cubs fans here, bro.
Yeah, I'm just afraid Pat doesn't have one,
bets.
so then he'll back out that way.
No, I can get one from the thrift store or something. It'll be all right. Cheese.
All right, fine. We'll do that, Shifty. Okay, deal.
All right.
Next, you're only be able to see like this much of it, but. Oh, last question. Sorry, John. Talking about a lot of stuff here. Okay. Last question. The guy I'm playing has the Raiders kicker. Should I pick up the Chargers one for a nice kicker showdown on Monday night or stick with the Vikings kicker? Hasn't the Chargers kickers been a little questionable? I thought he missed a couple. And they been kind of I want to look up how often they've been going for it, but that'd be my only problem with it. What do you think initially, Pat? Do you want to have a kicker showdown?
You just want a piece of that Monday night game, John. That's what it is. I know what you are. And the kicker could make a little difference. Some people believe a kicker shouldn't be there. I would look at your lineup and say how much do you really feel like you're relying on the kicker? Because once again, the Vikings kicker we just talked about, that defense of the Browns is good. Dalvin Cook is, they still have options, but they might not be able to get, score. So that might be easy money right there. If you feel it's a better option, but I personally don't think. I think you should just stick with what you've been doing. If that Vikings kicker has not been doing anything, I don't know. I don't have a Vikings.
No, he's been fine. He was a little, he was questionable going into this week, but yeah, I think the Vikings kicker is actually.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Don't be.
The over-under
3 points.
Over-under in Vikings game, I thought it was 51.5. So that's really high. I don't know what the Raiders one's probably really high too. I'll have to look at that now.
Yeah.
I like the high-scoring ones for the kickers. But maybe there's just a weird formula with kickers, man. Like the Giants kicker keeps putting up numbers. Except unless they don't do crap against the Falcons like they did last week, but
Suck Up hasn't really done anything.
You know who might be a good kicker today is like a good formula for that is probably the Titans kicker. Because as long as it's not raining too bad, and we can look that up, like they're going to be, like you said, Henry nonstop. If they really buckle down at the goal line or whatever, he might be getting some points. But this Vizcaino guy on the Chargers, he's not good.
Yeah.
He's not good. I think that's my first problem with him. What were we just talking about? Okay, Monday Night Football. Over under.
Vizcaino or.
They don't show me on this screen. What the hell?
I just don't. The Vizcaino is too many question marks for me.
Yeah. Here we go. Total.
I know you want a point or you want a piece of the pie on Monday night, and I got you. A lot of people do the same thing, but
51.
Sometimes
that's pretty high.
You can't get too cute just for a few points. I say stick with what you got going on.
I like the Titans kicker if he's available too. With that, really inefficient around the goal line, I'm sure. Yes, I do want a piece of that Monday night. Man, you might need to put in if you're in a state where you can bet on, maybe just bet instead, just F the kicker. But like Pat and I, we're not. We don't have our freedom. Oh man, we have some questions. Here we go. Okay, Shifty. Yes, we're doing the shirt bet. Okay, Lauren Brott. What's up? Thanks for the question. Just got offered Waller and Ayuk for Mike Williams and Pitts. Pat loves Mike Williams. Always has.
Yes,
but I think Waller.
know.
Go ahead, spit it out.
Ooh, that's interesting right there. Ooh, that's interesting, Lauren. I just I think that healthy Mike Williams, will continue to do this, but I don't think he's going to be healthy the whole season. I'll be honest with you. So that's where it comes down to. I think Ayuk's finally got the doghouse. We were talking about Kid a little banged up. I think it's going to become right back. And then on top of that, they don't really have a running back to this point, Eric. So I could see Ayuk having getting a lot more touches consistently. And Waller's just Waller. Right now he's off to a bit of a slow start, but it's Waller. So
would you sell high then on Williams, you think, right now?
I personally would. I think I have Williams in the league, and I just think that healthy Mike Williams throughout the 16, 17 games would be great. But I haven't seen we've never seen that. We see I could see in the next week or two he comes down and has AC joint sprain or something, and they stop using him as much. Yeah, he always has those.
That's like flashbacks and back stuff, and yeah, I like it because Waller, they're definitely focusing on him. Ayuk's on the come up. Pitts, we don't know about freaking Matt Ryan.
It's not even Pitts. You gotta call Arthur Smith. Ask him, did you forget
management
your glasses, bud?
Thanks for the question. We like it. I would do it.
Waller,
and then you're boosting your tight end position a lot right there, I think. Okay, Israel, he's back. No more concert talk. Moss, Callaway, or Curtis Samuel. I think that's easy Moss for us too, right?
Zach Moss, yes.
Yeah. Santana.
He was a dog. He was a dog.
Yes, John's got the fever.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Josh, what's up? I think Josh has been asked this question before. What's up, man? Galloway. What's that? Verse. Yeah. Galloway versus Allen Robinson or Myers. Pick two out of the three of those.
They're playing. Who are the Giants playing? New Orleans.
Yeah, that's why kind of sucks.
And Myers, I think I'm gonna go with A-Rob and Myers in this one, bro. I think it's safe bet.
Jacoby.
Jacoby's been getting his touches or opportunities. He's a big. People don't realize how many throws this man gets, and they start looking. It's like because he never has a big crazy. He hasn't had an outburst game. It's crazy, but he gets the touches. So, and A-Rob, I don't care what anybody says. The man's gonna show up eventually. It's not his fault. He's QB proof, but he's not QB line offensive play calling proof. Nobody is. So definitely go A-Rob and Myers on this one.
Yeah, I'm with you there. You're welcome, man. PPR. I think that's what he meant. PPR.
I think half PPR.
Oh, half per.
I'm still leaning that way, man. I feel confident in those two.
Okay, and I was going to show what injuries, just in case people are thinking about who to start. Like that question right there was a little more interesting because Slayton's out, Sterling Shepard's out. Man, yeah, we were not on Sterling Shepard as a pickup, and it's just something happens to this man every year.
Every year.
Okay, he's the number one receiver through 2 weeks, and just something happens to him. It just sucks, but Deshaun Watson, why do they keep putting him on here?
I know, respectfully.
James White's done for the year. So what do you think about that, actually, that J.J. Taylor, he's kind of like a Boston Scott, or there's the Ramondre Stevenson, is more like a typical NFL running back, 220, 5'11". He's a bigger boy.
I think Damian Harris is going to have his role regardless. Those two are going to go back and forth, if you ask me.
Maybe not worth.
Not yet. I'd say if you have extra bench spot, obviously pick them up. Valuable running backs are valuable running backs. Between the two, I think I'd lean towards Taylor, to be honest with
you. Yeah, just more of a James White fit. He had some nice preseason runs. I think he had a few carries last week. So, but yeah, Trey Sermon, man. How many weeks are we going to watch out for the San Francisco?
I'm not watching out for him. You're watching out for him.
I'm watching, man.
Hey, remember, who's coming back in a few weeks, though.
Yeah. Jeff Wilson, he runs the frickin' wing tee like God intended.
So if he
off
comes back
off
healthy, it's a
tackle.
wrap. So
yeah, we'll see what anybody have any questions? Any non-football related questions? Drop them. We don't care. Go ahead. Pat's an open book.
I'm an open book.
That's an open
All
book.
Right. What's the next game, man?
All right, yeah, we got about 20 minutes left.
Giants and Saints, did we talk about them yet? I think that's going to be Saquon looked good with them sprains, man. I was happy with it. So, obviously, you're going to play them. See what the Saints defense looks like. Evan Ingram might be a sneaky play this week if he can stay on the field.
Why do I always keep missing these? All right, where's that? Where the hell's the game?
Lower than that. They don't have it.
They don't. I know. Am I going crazy?
I'm looking. I don't see it.
There, all at the top.
Oh, that's
pretty low. It's like a medium total.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the spread. I think the Saints are favored by a lot.
They should be. I mean, I can see them.
5. 5 at home. Are they back?
At home?
Yeah, are they back?
Yeah, no, yeah. Yep. So I can see them going out and trying to put up 100 points just because they're at the crib, some motivation and whatnot. So,
yep, Fields is playing today. Yep.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Josh. Sorry,
that's not the problem. I think the problem, Shifty, is the coaches. That's the problem. Suttons, Woods, Tim Patrick, Juju. Claypool is out. Sutton looks decent, man. And they're going to be playing the Ravens. We just talked about this at the beginning of the show, Nick. They're missing a couple linemen for the Broncos today. So that might have an impact. But I can't play Robert Woods yet, man. I can't. They are not on the same page. So he's getting leftovers, man. I think I would go with I actually might play Juju today. I can see like a Juju in between Patrick and Sutton. I don't know, man. I'd say Sutton. Let's go Sutton. Sutton and Juju.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna go Patrick, Sutton, personally.
Okay. Man, Big Ben was. I just think that he's gonna do a lot of slot routes and not gonna get many plays. But I think as a PPR, like a wannabe Jarvis Landry approach. That's what I'm thinking about.
It could be a sneaky bad injury for Claypool during the frickin' practice, man. This could be really bad. I don't know. I'm not excited about that.
Especially for those guys who are trying to trade you Claypool now.
Mm-hmm. What do you think if you have Woods, next touchdown he gets, just start firing offers to try to trade him? Or do you think, are you going to be patient with it?
I don't want nothing to do with that, bro. Because you're not going to get much for him.
I'm saying next touchdown he gets or next 15-point game he gets or something.
If a guy's normal, I'm like, normal.
A normal fantasy player. So Pat, that's part of Pat's process. I'm sure it's just like, how often do I have to text him? It never gets on the app until Sunday morning. I mean, doesn't that suck? So you're looking for a normal fantasy player. Isn't that rough when you got to think about that?
Yeah, go in the minds of them. I mean, it's every league, the players make the difference in the league. So, I would try to send him off. I just don't want anything to do with it because I don't think he's going to be that point production to be long-lived, or what we're going to say. So, AB, Chubby. Why you got to make me sit on air, bro? Tom Brady, AB, Brent game. Yeah, I know. If you want to go AB, I can see why, but
Cowboys.
What'd you spend to get Chubby Buddy? Weirdo.
I think he's going to get more passes than he might not get all the carries for Carolina, but he's going to catch some passes against Dallas.
Yeah. Touches or touches.
High floor, higher floor with him, right?
Higher score. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. So.
Chuba.
Yep. Chuba.
You going Chuba?
Yep.
that's just a running back versus receiver answer right there. If you're feeling like let's put up some points, let's risk it, I go AB, but I think you got a much higher floor with Chuba. Yeah, Justin Fields. I didn't know people were surprised by that. I think it's his team now.
It's not his fault, John.
Yeah.
That was not his fault, man. They threw that man, hey, you don't know how to swim? Well, go to the deep end. Let's see if you survive. It was not good, man. So I think it'll be better, man. It'll be better. As long as Guy doesn't try to be, every role. Nagy must have Durham. I don't know what's going on. I don't either, Shifty. I don't know. That was the worst, he said he got dirty. He's blackmailing.
What's her name? What's the old lady's name again? Just blackmailing her. Can you imagine some what's that show? Succession type scenario between him and the old lady
That's
owner.
What's going on.
She's worried for her life.
I've seen you when the stadium doors were shut. You were on the field at the 50-yard line with that water boy.
His niece is like the caretaker for her, and she could end her at any point. I don't know. That's a little dark. Yeah, there's some dirt somewhere. There's some Succession stuff behind the scenes. But yeah, I think that would, if they fire Nagy, that's just another huge blow to Ryan Pace, and then Ryan Pace is probably getting fired too. Go Pats. That's all he says. Maybe he's talking about you, Pat. Go Pats.
I agree, John. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess we should have our names up here. We don't anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm a white guy.
All right, so next game. That's good.
Next game. That's Pat. I'm just Guy. All right. Here we go. We talked about that. Chiefs, Eagles.
Chiefs defense is bad. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. That's why right now my sleeper is Kenny G.
Kenny G.
Yep. I think because, like you said, they did not want to run last.
You should say Kenny Gainwell, the much less famous. Way down the
Gainwell. I want to say Kenny G.
Yeah, call him Kenneth, like his mom wanted us to.
No. Listen, Kenny G, number 14.
Leave this on here.
Yes. Because, like you said, they weren't even running bad last week. Like, I don't understand. I feel like in order to win against them, you need to keep the ball off Pat Mahomes' hands, and I think they'll run. And the Chiefs defense. So,
8.5. Chiefs were favored by 8.5 in Philly. And they say a lot of money's on the Chiefs, but like the Sharks are on Philly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my God! Look at this. Some one of those sports books has the Bills by 18.5 now. But what one is that? Don't ever bet on that one. That's DraftKings. And DraftKings goes out screwing over the consumers. Anyway, Kenny Gainwell, pick him up. Pick him up now. If he's out there, grab him.
I think he'll be a nice play this week.
Kenny G. I had to think about who you were talking about for a second too.
That's good. Gotta get the blood boiling. It's early. It sounded good. First time saying that. I think it.
You've
I
never
like going
called
Kenny
that.
G.
Kenny G.
Kenny G. So. All right. I
We
did
talked
be
about
high
this a little
scoring.
bit.
Start all your stars. This is gonna be a good game right here. Cowboys offense is obviously good with Dak there. Panthers defense is off. I mean, they're good. Yes, they lost their top 7 draft pick or whatever, but their defense looks good. If they're available, I'd advise you to pick them up. That's why I'm just saying. But with that being said, obviously you play the pass catchers in Dallas. DJ Moore on Panthers, you got to play him. Robbie Anderson, playing him today, and I'm thankful right now because I don't know what's going on with that guy, to be honest with you. Terrace Marshall, y'all, hey, mark my words. They're going to give him a few more touches with him being out, and they're going to see what they have, and there's no looking back. So, just wait.
Who's he going to leapfrog then? If he's playing on the slot, you think just target-wise, more than, or maybe two, if they go too wide, they might put Marshall out more often? Because they don't play the same position.
Especially at the goal line, like inside the 7, like a throw-up ball, because he's a big dude, man. He can win those one-on-one battles. So just wait on it. Especially if somebody, let's say, Diggs has to play more. That's sort of their best defender by far. Is Diggs. So,
God, he's on his way, man. He is locking down everybody this year.
Well, think about what he does in the offseason. He plays his brother. Is that not good comp? Like, yeah. So, all right, Trey Sermon and Mike Davis, full PPR. You have to go Sermon.
I'm going Sermon, man. Because you're not even getting anything you should be getting out of Davis, and then you just have this huge upside of Sermon could go for 20 or he could go for 6, and then if he goes for 6, you're only a couple points behind what Mike Davis is going to get today.
Exactly.
So just go Sermon, man. You got a huge upside for that today anyway. Maybe not next week.
Or any other week.
Yeah, thanks for following the stream here. We're always 10 Central, 11 Eastern Sundays, no matter how many weddings we have to go to in the next freaking 2 months. But we really appreciate it. I don't know if you guys have found us on TikTok and came over from there, but if you haven't, you can go that way. Go check out TikTok. I got a bunch of stuff there, as you can see. We got somebody giving some like weird eyes here, but Harry Potter stuff. I don't know, random stuff. Go check it out. But thanks for coming, hanging out with us.
Always.
Should be a really fun week, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, after week 4, that's when you really start seeing stuff. So
yeah, please hit the do all the Seahawks, YouTube stuff for us.
We talked about that. Sermon, Seahawks defense, not good. So Sermon's gonna be a good play. Kittle's playing. I think Kittle's gonna obviously if Kittle's after you play him, don't even think about it. Seattle, be looking for that Lockett and Metcalf thing to be switching now. I don't know why they do that, but I think that's going to be Metcalf's going to start taking off for next month straight or something. So,
are you worried if you have Lockett because he always gets these knee things and he's kind of like he gets the fall down and look. He's like a junior Deontay Johnson where he not to say he's like Deontay Johnson where he puts on the performance.
Deontay Johnson, okay. Not one player in the league that gets hurt every possession and looks like the end of his career, and then he's out there the next possession. The word for that is hypochondriac. But no, I'm not worried on from that standpoint. Block it; it'll be fine. It's just that's a good question. Tiptoe 292. I think I'm going Williams. Damian Harris. I'm playing in one league I think this week, but unfortunately I don't like it. But I think it's gonna be a lot close. Like the Bucks just haven't been the Bucks to me yet. So
definitely Javonte, right?
Javonte Williams. Yeah.
Definitely. Good. That's a good spot, man. You have been patient. You've held on to Javonte Williams. You're about to get rewarded.
I have too, man, in 2 leagues, and I need that.
God, I want to freaking. I'm so pissed. I valued Sermon above him, but. Like we might see it today out of Sermon.
Yeah, today. Yeah. All right. Need 2 full PPR. Cooks. Put Cooks in there, walk away. Ooh, Stephon Diggs.
Which Diggs are you talking about?
I think he's talking about Stephon Diggs as PPR. I think you should try to get all 3 of these guys in lineups, honestly. But right now, personally, I would have to go with Diggs. Yeah, I would have to get Diggs and Mike Williams.
Diggs and Mike Williams. No, actually, Brandon Cooks has a tough matchup today. Yeah.
No, he does.
Yeah.
So, but I think he's still going to, what is his target share, 65%?
It is, yeah. So he could get a touchdown in the 3rd or 4th quarter and make you feel better, but those are studs, man. Try to get him in your lineup.
Those 2 on the right, yeah, that's a wrap for that.
Okay, we got some real questions rolling in, man. How does it only say 1 viewer, but all these questions coming in? Anyway. Okay, here we go. But yeah, good question. Diggs and Mike Williams. Percy Harvin's the best at getting hurt, doing the most basic.
Guy, though. He got his head rocked when he was in 4th grade.
That guy had the juice. He had the look back on. There's this game. the Vikings played the Packers in like 2009, it is unbelievable how much juice this guy had. It's like, I don't know. It's like Kyle Pitts when you see like when he takes off, on that one video. But look at Percy Harvin. He's not even human. And when his first couple years, like, I don't know. Yeah, Deontay Johnson, unbelievable at getting wide open, but he does the acting. Percy Harvin, yes, yeah, he did that, but
he had migraines.
If you're younger and you haven't seen Percy Harvin's, like, you haven't seen this kind of thing out of a football player recently at all. Like what he looked like, it's nuts. No. Michael Jackson, okay, or Drake? Non-football question. Here we go. Thank you. This is Josh Lewis, aka Jose Lewis. I don't know. This is a dynamic question here.
Listen, I don't care what anybody says. CLB was not as good as the standees say. I'm not.
Answer the question, Pat.
Michael Jackson.
Too many classics. Maybe Drake will start doing a whole different genre.
Listen, I just had this conversation with somebody. If you're a GOAT or considered a GOAT, you should be ascending in your music. Am I right or am I right? Did that album, CLB, was that better than Take Care or was it worse? And I know it was worse, so obviously he's going the wrong way. That's not what the goal is here, but if you're the GOAT, one of the best, you set the bar, you set the standard. That's your fault. You're supposed to exceed expectations, your expectations, not just kind of or go the wrong way. So in my mind, thank you.
I don't know. If you're hanging out, though, you're not playing Michael Jackson very often.
No,
anyway,
young gun.
It's different. Situational, but yeah, Michael Jackson.
Hey. Shifty. Please don't bring that. This is a PG thing, okay? You're bringing fear into the audience.
Yeah. Watch your documentaries to form an opinion, I guess, on that. Stephon Diggs. Always start him, man.
You got to play Diggs, man. You cannot not play them. And Mike Williams is hot right now. You got to play them.
You could trade him. Got any friends that are awake right now? I'm brewing up a trade right now, actually. Seeing if one goes through. Mr. Dalvin Cook might get traded
right now. Ooh, that's tough for you, especially coming from you.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting, man.
I don't let fantasy get in the way. I don't let it get in the way of me liking the Vikings.
You didn't get PJ stirred up. I don't even know if you did that right. Stirred up? I don't know.
You spelled it right.
Whatever. I don't know. Anyways.
Just because you
didn't get me.
The way you text. This guy is like cryptic Cam Newton texting almost sometimes. Don't know what the hell he's talking about. Good English, Josh. Good job. I'm talking about you, Pat.
Hey,
any last minute? Yeah. Autocorrect. Any last minute questions? We're right at the 11 o'clock. Do you want to say anything lastly about
Rams? That's gonna be a good game. Play all your studs there. Let's start seeing if this trend with AJ Green. If he even in bad matchups, because most of the time when it's a bad matchup, the star is guarding the star, which is Hopkins. If AJ Green can really start being consistent with that, might have some like wide receiver 3 value. Just being open. Steelers Packers. I mean, you're playing Adams. I think Titans sneaky today. MVS just went on IR, I believe. Steelers. Big Ben is just looking like a little B. But I think Najee Harris, for your owner, you're just going to get peppered every week. You're going to get like almost – he's like a CMC in a lot of ways. As many touches as he's getting, he's basically there. Like 25 touches. I can see it easy. Ravens, Broncos. We already talked about some of the Broncos have a couple linemen out. So Ravens defense, which I'm playing them today. They're in my lineup. I feel confident about. This is really going to show down because the Broncos have beat up on teams, but who have they played? They're at the crib, but they need to show us why they're 3-0, not kind of like that Steelers last year. Bucks, Patriots. That's going to be a good game. Bucks defense hasn't been as dominant as you would think. He's sharing his thing.
Yeah, I'm showing you. We had a question about
it. Raiders, Chargers is going to be a good game. Play everybody there. And we'll see about Josh Jacobs. We'll see. Obviously, I have a backup plan, but I think he's gonna play. Trading Cook wild before he gets hot. Ooh.
I have some people like, I mean, they know what Cook is, and this guy's been trying to get Cook for a while. But what do you think about this, Pat?
Man.
You don't like this?
I don't like that, bro. Ew.
I am stacked at running back, so I have, you know, I don't know.
So
Maybe not. I'm a big trade cancel guy too, so I will cancel it.
I'm canceling that.
No, people not liking this.
I don't like that because first of all, Carson get hurt today. I was gonna say next week. Get hurt today.
I just like Cooper. I just like Cooper, man.
He does this. One day you're gonna get 3 points.
This is a 10-man league, okay? I have so many wide receiver twos, it's unbelievable. But I feel like I could roll them out and situationally I just love Dallas, man. I don't know. Not Zeke, but I love Dallas, dude.
Could you trade another receiver, right?
I was looking at Mike Evans. I don't know. He might get subbed out. Maybe there's too much overlap where Evans is as good as Cooper, but
to me, you're giving up way too much.
I kind of want to like, I don't know. I wish we had a super flex league because
you just want that quarterback and stop dealing with it. I see you.
Yeah, I'm trying to
remember what he did last
pack
year.
It down.
Remember how last year Russell Wilson was like the best quarterback ever. He's gonna still finish top, 8, 9, but
Cooper has headaches.
Best thing ever.
Physically, he has headaches, or he is a headache.
I'm cool, bro. I'm Cooper. I don't want to deal with.
Should I just live cancel this? No. He's gonna see this, I think, too. There we are. Can we get a subscriber? One subscriber. We're on 142 all week. Just one, please. Just one subscriber. I'll refresh it, please.
This guy. But let's see.
All right, I refreshed it. Oh, we got it. Hey, thank you. Hey, that makes me happy. It made my day. Thank you. Tough one. We talked about this already. Conklin or Brait? I'm starting Brait today.
Josh, please.
Here's the tough
Brait,
one.
Man. Him and tight ends are like apples and jelly.
Pat, do you know what this is from?
Oh man.
You've seen that show? Do you know what that is?
No. Looks like a music video of some sort. What is it?
Cancel that trade. You're just bored. Yeah, okay. I am, man.
I think it looks, bro. I think it looks.
I don't think I'm getting anywhere, but I don't know. I'm interested in the Dallas. You think I should go CD? Maybe go after him. But I don't like trading with the guy that's got him.
Listen here.
Anybody else watch this show yet?
2 weeks from now, do you think Chad's going to be 0 for 5?
That's possible. All right. I'm going to listen to Shifty. I'm going to quit trying to do too much.
2 weeks from now, if Chad's 0 and 5, are you going to get a better situation out of that? That looked like you're going to get Mike Evans?
That's probably the problem. If I didn't have Mike Evans in that, what do you think? If I had...
Yeah, you're giving up too much in that situation.
Yeah. No Mike Evans. I think that's a good trade, though.
You'd rather have Dalvin Cook and play with that game compared to getting... Because, like I said, Chris Carson is RB1 when he's healthy. Like, he always gets hurt. So, yeah, I'm good on that.
Is anybody last... Yeah. No, I got you, man. Sometimes you try to make too much happen. I mean, seems like I need to get rid of more of my wide receiver twos that I have more than anything. Oh my god, I have so many, but they're all hurt right now. Higgins.
People in the league won't trade either, man.
They won't trade exactly, and I'm trying to push something. I got Julio, Chase Claypool, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, Evans, and Godwin. Just a bunch of freaking consistent twos right there.
Let's see what this one. Out for Damian Harris, Elijah Mitchell, Devonta Smith, and Terrence Marshall for Eckler. on a guy who's starting Mark Ingram, and he has DJ Shark.
Who was you said Damian Harris? Who was the other ones?
Devontae Smith, Eli Mitchell, and Terrace Marshall.
I know.
For Elijah, who's down bad,
who else you got to give him?
I'm just saying, for a team that's down bad, you got DJ Shark, you got Mark Ingram, you got Cordell Patterson. You don't have many options. That's how I get it.
He's actually freaking won 2 games, hasn't he, though?
No, he's won one.
One game?
He's 1 and 2. We shall see.
Yeah, we should talk about how to get these
people
that don't want to trade.
Got Gronk in the lineup right now.
I don't know. I'm personally I like taking action. Like with that guy, I mean, I think you've maybe exhausted what you can do with that guy. Has Julio played this year? Not really.
He played the second game. He had a lot of looks, right?
Yeah, he had didn't he have 15 points? Half PPR.
He did all right.
Yeah. Like their depth he's going to come into play. I mean, he's going to be an asset this year. They has to. Like Josh Reynolds, and the running game's been shown people can stop it. There's my dog. All right.
Else, man?
No, I don't have anything else. Just going to workshop some trades. I think we should come up with some videos on how to spur or initiate some of these trades with these people that think their players are God's gift.
I didn't talk about it.
All right. Well, you guys have a good week. Thank you so much. Appreciate the subscribe. Hey, I'm watching that. I see you. Trade him after his next score. That's Robert Woods. That's what we're doing with Robert Woods for sure.
Yeah, I'm good on the Robert. I don't know what happened. Like Eric said last week, he thinks he lost a step, but
I said that. Yeah, week 2. Yep.
We'll see, man. It's not looking too bright.
All right. Yep. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. We'll be back Monday. Good luck. Appreciate all you.
Deuces.
Bye-bye, Pat.
Bye-bye. What happened right here, bro?